So it's pre-conference, you're chatting away with Toby, you find it difficult not to notice he's got something in his teeth. Worried about Toby's feelings if you tell him. He might feel embarrassed, you don't want to cause him that embarrassment. And so you don't say anything, Michelle Hartley accepted. And Toby goes on to spend his day hosting an HR conference. Now 150 other people have noticed, and what you intended as kindness initially became cruelty by omission. Kim Scott calls that ruinous empathy. It's when our good intentions stop us from doing something that actually helps. The obnoxious aggressive, we haven't had any today, they're the ones that shout, "Oi, Toby, hey, look, everyone, Toby's got something in his teeth," midway through a fireside chat. Manipulatively insincere person is the one that smiles, sweetly says nothing, but grabs a picture for the WhatsApp chat later. Ruinous empathy is the one that feels kind in the moment, but quietly it lets problems grow, and that's where the workplace starts to unravel. Our first character, the manager, well-meaning, friendly, terrified of upsetting people. They might sugarcoat feedback. They might praise someone publicly for what everyone else knows was substandard work. They might see a performance issue and think, well, they've had a lot going on. I'll give them another 6 months. They avoid the hard conversation. They call it empathy, but it's just avoidance, and it means accountability disappears. Here she is. HR, often the fixer, often the diplomat, often the emotional first responder. They see the issue, they see the manager is struggling. Rooted in care, they step in. They might mediate, they might rewrite, they might soothe. Rooted in care, their good intentions sometimes stop them from challenging the manager that should have dealt with the thing directly. And every time they do that, they confirm the unwritten rule: if managers won't manage people, HR will. And to the employment lawyers, now by the time we arrive, there's an absence, a grievance, a performance issue that's been managed kindly for 6 months too long. And lawyers typically are pretty happy to help anybody resolve an issue in isolation, but over time I came to realize the vast majority of cases that come across my desk are rooted in ruinous empathy. There was a conversation missing somewhere. So I've tried to peel the workplace onion, if you will. And in doing so, I stumbled across the term martyr complex. I'm not sure how this one's going to go down. Martyr complex involves consistent self-sacrifice for others. We sacrifice time, energy, emotion, sanity, health. We say yes when we mean no, we pick up when others drop, we absorb everybody else's stress like an emotional sponge. And until recently, I count myself in that camp. Well, the combination of ruinous empathy and martyr complex create this perfect cocktail of dysfunction. We have managers that can't say no. We can't stop saying yes. We have managers avoiding conflict. We run into it. And in doing so, we create a workplace where this perception of kindness kills accountability, where nice replaces necessary, where care curdles into exhaustion, usually. And by the time I arrive, our HR pro is normally feeling that exhaustion. They're tired of managing managers, tired of leaders that won't make decisions because they fear consequence, tired of caring so much. Driven by that care, they tell me their justification for why they have to continue. Usually it's, well, if I don't do it, nobody else will. But self-sacrifice isn't strategy. You can't save an organization by setting yourself on fire to keep everybody else warm. So we need to flip the script on martyr complex and on ruinous empathy. Real care, radical candour, is when you tell the truth with compassion. It's saying to Toby quietly, something in your teeth, mate. So here I am, trying to practice what I preach, trying to be radically candid. In short, because I care, I will challenge you. Learn to recognize ruinous empathy. Stop allowing it to be an excuse. Try desperately to catch your own martyr complex and try desperately to help others catch theirs. Don't rescue the avoider. Teach them the consequence of their avoidance. Allow your managers and yourselves to practice radical candor. You won't always get that right. Sometimes it will go horrendously wrong. That's okay. You have to permit yourselves to be comfortable with that. Because if what you want to do is liberate yourselves and transform your organizations, radical candor is a good place to start. Thank you very much.